What is going on? Why are commercial pilots reporting seeing UFOs? It's happening ever so much more. And you have to think to yourself, guys, the majority of pilots, commercial pilots that fly each and every single day, are not even reporting these things because they don't want to be found crazy. They don't want to lose their pilot's license. They don't want to go under administrative leave. They don't want to be found to be under some sort of influence of something, and they're not, but they don't want to be stigmatized, and so they're not even reporting these things. Commercial pilots are seeing UFOs. It's what they are. They're seeing flying discs everywhere. And in particular, they're seeing these discs off the coast of California. Everyone is speaking about it. At the last place where I lived, there were many different pilots. I don't know why. It just so happened that it was kind of the place where all the pilots, the young pilots, live. And it's a place downtown. And they told me, they said they're seeing these things because we were hanging out by the pool, having a couple drinks, and these are no nonsense type of guys. Like, they're fun people, but they're not bullshitters. And they just said, yeah, we see these things. Like, everyone knows about it. We just, for a long time, we're told not to say anything. We know we can't say anything because if we do, then we're going to be looked at like we're crazy. That needs to change because there have been so many different reports and videos of us seeing these UAPs, these UFOs, whatever you'd like to call them. It doesn't change the fact that they are in the sky and they're doing maneuvers and pulling things that are so dangerous and so illegal and just beyond our grasp of what we think is currently possible. They're doing maneuvers in the sky that defy the laws of physics. How are they doing these? I don't know. Is it an optical illusion? I don't know. But they're up there. What are they doing up there? There's been people, not that I've spoken to, but people online that have said these things have almost collided with the airplane. How scary is that? This is not some mirage, guys. This is actually happening. They've seen these things on radar. They see them on radar all the time. Especially our US military. They know they're up there. So what are these things? What are these things? Are we just not looking up in the sky enough? Or are they attempting to conceal these things? Are they military objects? Are they some sort of new drone? What are they? Guys, I work on some of the most top secret and classified military projects that no one knows about, that I can't even really express to you guys. Some of the latest ones that are out are with Lockheed in particular. Yeah, there's some that go in accordance with the some of our bombers currently in order to have a drone that flies up and can basically refuel the bomber airplane in the sky. And it's a completely autonomous drone that is, it basically is electric. And that is pretty cool. There's some other things that we're working on now that I cannot say. But I will say, because I don't want to lose my clearance, but what I will say is, it's nothing like that. It is nothing like the things that we're seeing now. It would dwarf the things that we're actually working on if there's something else that actually existed that resembled what these UAPs are doing. It's unfathomable, the technology. We'd be able to take over the world instantaneously. There wouldn't be a fight. There wouldn't be a war. It would be just people raising flags and waving flags, waving the white flag because they couldn't stand a chance. These things, like for instance, we're working on right now, I can't talk about it too much, but I will say that there are very fast airplanes that we're creating that go very high and can reach broad distances very quickly, quicker than you'd ever expect. But these are not the same propulsion mechanism that we're seeing with these UAPs. They're totally different. They're totally different. They work on propulsion like general, like what we're used to. They're just a little bit faster, a little bit more aerodynamic. They're undetectable, and they go up really high. That's how they go past these vast distances so quickly. They're not doing what these things are doing. These things are almost altering gravity. It seems like gravity does not apply to these things. They're not following the rules of everything that we know when it comes to human or any sort of space flight or aircraft. It's insane to me. And people have been speaking out about it, and really nothing has come from it. Is this some type of propulsion that we have, that we've created or devised or uncovered or discovered? What is this? Because we have the right to know. This could change lives everywhere. Who knows what this technology is capable of? And if we've developed it in a lab somewhere, we need to know about it. You cannot hold this type of technology from the world because it would change everything we know. It could, I mean, shit, it could change energy as we know. We might not even have to look at the way we burn energy as a country, as a world, in the same way if we knew how to reverse engineer and duplicate this aircraft. And they've created it. I can tell you right now, I know it's sexy to think that Bob Lazar is working on alien spacecraft in Area 51. That's probably not the case. They spend tons and tons of money on black budgets in order to develop new technology. And they've been working on something like the things we're seeing now since the 1950s. Now, have they cracked it? Apparently they have, because we're seeing them. They're trying to be stealthy, but we're seeing them occasionally in places that are a little bit off the beaten path, but we still have flights going back and forth. Now, over the ocean, we don't. And that's why people are just accidentally picking them up on military radar and then going out and trying to find them. But it is definitely ours. So I have to say, this leaves us with one question. Why are they not disclosing this to us? Is it too much of a security risk? Is the energy potential too powerful to be given to civilians because of the potential ramifications? It could destroy our economy. It could change our economy for the better, I'd assume, but there'd be a lot of people that have a lot of special interests that are out of money if something like this came to be used in public use. I don't know. All I know is I work on some of the most top secret shit that the military has had plans for a very long time. It won't be out for, some things it won't be out for 8, 10 years, because we have to build every component. They have to devise it, then they have to bring it through engineering, they have to see if it works, they have to test it, they have to do all sorts of things. It's very difficult to get things. The things that are brand new are like 20 years old because it takes a long time to create them, especially at scale. A lot of things can't be used at scale. There's so many different uh, there's so many different aspects of creating these things that most people don't realize. Like every single piece of metal has to be cut from the same block. And it's because every single piece of metal has a fingerprint, essentially, to where if one of these things were to crash, we can look at that metal under a microscope and it gives itself basically an organic identity that can tell exactly what airplane this was and where it was built and what may have happened to it. All the pieces are all built from one giant piece, one giant block of metal. That is nothing compared, like the things I'm working on right now, it's nothing compared to the shit we're seeing in the sky. And we've been seeing for a very long time. And so if this belongs to our military, then we definitely should know about it. We should know about it. We should have known about it. It's ridiculous. It's such a high level of physics that it would rewrite science textbooks as we know them. It would redefine what we think is possible, not just in aircraft, but in science, in laws that are not meant to be broken. They're being broken by this technologically advanced propulsion mechanism that we keep seeing in the sky, and pilots are seeing them every single day. Do you know how many airplanes are all over at any given time? There are always pilots seeing these things, but they're told to shut up, it goes nowhere, and they're afraid that they're going to lose their job because they don't want to look like a silly idiot. They just do their task and try not to hit one of these things and go on about their day. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. What are these things? Because I don't know, and I should know. And the fact that I don't know means that it's something that is way above my pay grade. It's way above my head. It's something that probably only a couple select people in the world have access to. I can only imagine. But they're here and they're real. We see them. They're on video. They've been on video for a very long time. There's been stories of these things almost hitting other civilian aircraft, commercial aircraft. They almost collided with them. You know, it's ridiculous. We need to know. Let's just force them to tell us. Let's not become silent. Let's stop thinking that it's extraterrestrial or alien technology. It's ours. It absolutely is ours. What is more likely, that there's an alien visiting us or that we just so happen to develop something new? I mean, it's not really a flip of a coin, guys. It's pretty blatant what this is. They want you to think it's aliens, so you'll shut up. But it's ours. What is this? And do any of you guys know what it is? Make sure you leave it down below in the comments and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys, and I'll be back asking more questions just like this, because until we find out what this thing is, it's going to be on my mind. It's hard not to think about this. This could change the world, and it should be something that is shared amongst humanity. We paid for this with our tax dollars, so we demand the right to know. We deserve an explanation. Thank you guys.